What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Grab a snack, get comfortable, and hear me out for a second. If you thought our current team compositions were crazy, just wait until you see this. We seriously need to talk about what is coming next in Wuthering Waves, because it is about to completely blow your mind. Right now, we are sitting comfortably having just entered the brand new 3.2 version update. Everyone is busy building their characters, exploring, and testing out the new content. But honestly, my eyes are already glued to the horizon. Over the next few weeks, we are going to see a massive shift in the game because news surrounding the second year anniversary of Wuthering Waves is officially on the way, and it is looking incredibly hype. We are fast approaching the drip marketing reveal for two brand new, highly anticipated 5-star characters. On top of that, we are gearing up for the official anniversary trailers, the celebratory live stream, and a mountain of in-game events like new endgame resets and massive rewards. So, let's break this down together. In today's video, we are going over exactly when you can expect all of this news to drop, and we are doing a deep dive into the anniversary characters that we will potentially see during the upcoming 3.3 drip marketing. Real quick, before we get into the theory crafting, if you want to be the first to know about everything happening in Wuthering Waves, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and put those notifications on. And remember, we are hosting a massive giveaway in less than 24 hours. To enter, all you need to do is drop a like on this video, make sure you are subscribed, and check out the full details in the description down below. You definitely don't want to miss out on this one. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the absolute powerhouse characters coming to our accounts. Okay, picture this. You're building your fusion team, and you feel like you're just missing that one piece of the puzzle to make your rotations perfectly smooth. Enter Denia. If you've been paying attention to the story, you've definitely seen the pink-haired character that was briefly revealed during the recent live stream. She has been heavily teased, and with an introduction like that, we can basically expect her to drop as the second anniversary character during the second phase of the 3.3 update. But here is where it gets incredibly spicy. What actually is her role? The early information we have right now is genuinely fascinating. Denia is slated to release as a 5-star fusion element character, but specifically functioning as a burst sub-DPS. Let's pause and talk about why we care about this. This totally flips how we usually build our fusion teams. We are looking at some insane role compression here. A burst sub-DPS doesn't just sit off-field applying an element. They swap in, drop a nuclear payload of damage in a tiny window of time, and get out, acting as the ultimate Swiss Army knife for your account's damage ceiling. She is most likely designed from the ground up to be the absolute best partner for Amith in Fusion Burst teams. This is the synergy we've been waiting for. The ultimate dream team setup would feature Amith acting as your on-field main DPS, Denia swapping in as your heavy-hitting sub-DPS, and then Chisa rounding out the roster as your Fusion Burst support. If you've got those three, that seems to be the definitive, fully optimized launch team for Denia. But wait, there's more. While her full kit isn't completely out in the wild yet, the speculation surrounding her ultimate is off charts. The word on the street is that Denia might actually be a transforming character, potentially unlocking a completely new form while inside her ultimate state. If this is true, her gameplay loop is going to be incredibly dynamic. Imagine swapping her in, hitting her burst, watching her visually transform to dish out massive fusion damage, and then rotating back to Amith. It's going to make her kit one of the most interesting we've ever seen. Now, if Denia is the ultimate combo piece, our next character is the raw, unadulterated main event. Let's talk about the main headline character of the anniversary, Hiyuki. Hiyuki is expected to arrive right out of the gate as the Phase 1 banner for the 3.3 update. This means her drip marketing is going to be the very first one we see. Based on the official teasers they showed us during the live stream, she is rocking this incredible design as a white-haired sword wielder. Furthermore, the specific visual effects surrounding her in those teasers basically confirm that her element is going to be Glacio. Guys, this is massive. Hiyuki is expected to drop as a premium 5-star Glacio element character, and I cannot overstate what a big deal this is. Why? Because the Glacio element is incredibly rare inside the game right now. We have been starving for representation in this element. She is shaping up to be the highly anticipated 3.0 Glacio character. We literally have not had a premium Glacio main DPS released in over a year. When a game goes that long without feeding a specific archetype, you know the character designed to break that drought is going to have an astronomical damage ceiling. The power creep here isn't just a number going up, it's unlocking an entirely new way to clear the hardest content in the game using an element we've had to bench for months. Hiyuki is the definition of a hype release, and her overall design looks absolutely sick. Between Denia and Hiyuki, the 3.3 anniversary banners are essentially locked in, and both of them look like absolute must-pulls depending on what your account needs. So, the golden question. When do we actually get to see the official artwork and announcements for these two? When does the 3.3 drip marketing come out? If we look at Kuro's historical pattern for drip marketing, they are actually very predictable. They usually release the new character artwork right after a brand new patch drops. Typically, it sits right around the 5 to 6 day mark after a new update goes live before we get the drop marketing for the next version. We have seen this exact pattern play out time and time again on this channel. Just look at the recent 3.2 drip marketing. When we entered version 3.1, it took about 5 days before they officially revealed the artwork, and we saw the same pattern for characters like Luke. Since we literally just entered the new 3.2 update a few days ago, which featured the highly anticipated release of Sigrika on March 18, the clock is officially ticking. This means we should be getting the grand reveal for the main anniversary banner characters very, very soon, likely by next week. If they stick to their reliable 5 to 6 day post-update schedule, we are looking at a drop window between March 24 and March 26. Mark your calendars, guys. By next Tuesday evening, we should start getting the very first part of the 3.3 drip marketing. The hype train is leaving the station next week for sure. And you already know how we do it here. The absolute second it happens, I will be updating you guys right away on the channel. Make sure your notifications are turned on because I will have a full breakdown video out within the first hour of the art dropping. Now, what about the actual 3.3 beta? This is a bit less confirmed right now. Generally, the beta arrives a bit later, following the drip marketing. The earliest we could potentially get our hands on the beta, which is when we get our early look at the character animations, raw gameplay, and upcoming content, would most likely be around the weekend. That would place it near the end of next week, specifically around March 30. However, keep in mind that this is the massive anniversary version update. Because of the sheer scale of 3.3, the beta could be delayed a bit, very similar to the slight delays we experienced during the 1 beta. Nothing is officially set in stone for the beta just yet, so we will just have to wait and see. For now, keep your eyes peeled for the official marketing hitting our timelines this Tuesday. Since we are planning out our polls for Hiyuki and Denia, let's go over some crucial dates happening over the next few weeks so you know exactly where your Asterites are coming from. First up, do not forget that by next week, we are getting a fresh reset for the TOA. The Tower of Adversity is scheduled to reset on March 30. Consider this your official, friendly reminder to go in and complete your current tower runs before the reset hits next Sunday. Clearing the tower is going to inject an extra 800 Asterites straight into your fund, which you are absolutely going to need for these anniversary banners. Moving into April, the schedule stays packed. On April 9, we are officially entering the second phase of our current 3.2 update. This is going to be wild because we are getting a triple banner setup to close out the patch. The Phase 2 banners will feature reruns for Phoebe, Zani, and Linnea. If you missed any of them the first time around, April 9 is your chance to grab them, but be careful not to drain your funds right before the anniversary. Shortly after that, we have another major reset to look forward to. The Whimpering Waste will reset on April 14. Then comes the main event. We can expect the massive 3.3 live stream to air shortly before the current update ends, as these streams typically arrive 1 to 2 weeks prior to the new version. That live stream is going to be our official look at everything. Finally, the legendary 3.3 update will officially begin around April 29. This is the day we officially enter the anniversary, bringing us Hiyuki, Denia, massive new content, and those beautiful big anniversary rewards. So, there you have it. Those are all the incredibly important dates we have lined up for version 3.2. We have a massive amount of content dropping, especially next week when the official drip marketing drops for our incoming anniversary characters. To summarize, we are getting the drip marketing, fresh endgame resets, the rest of the 3.2 content, and then we wrap up 3.2 next month on April 29 to officially dive into the second year anniversary of Wuthering Waves. Now, I want to pass the question over to you guys. Based purely on their designs and the early kit information, who are you pulling for? Are you saving everything for the ultimate fusion burst sub DPS, Denia? Or are you going all in on Hiyuki to finally get a top-tier Glacio main DPS for your account? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to read your team ideas. Also, please don't forget to enter our massive giveaway happening in less than 24 hours. Just like, subscribe, and check the description for the full details. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I really appreciate all the incredible support you've been showing on the recent videos. Good luck on your pulls, keep grinding those asteroids, and I will see you all in the next one.